Hello YouTube, Brent Peeler here with you. Coming to you from Weatherford, Oklahoma. I'm heading out, my youngest son Jake's taking me to a doctor's appointment. They're gonna run that scope back down me and see if I'm healing the way I'm supposed to be, so hopefully I'll get some good news. But thought I'd make this quick little video, talk to y'all about the new vlogging rules in the Philippines. Everybody's kind of going crazy for it, and I started not to make a video on it because everybody's covered it. There's not much more to say. This is not going to be nothing new, but I've just figured I'd kind of give you my opinion on it. And I think the Philippines is making a mistake here. I really do. And because when you're vlogging in the Philippines, you're showing the great things about the Philippines, and one of the greatest things about the Philippines is, of course, the people. And you would not believe how many people that get excited or love to be, they see somebody vlogging and they just say, hey, hello vlog, they love to be in them. And it just took one horse's ass, that Vitali, to screw it up for everybody. He went around making fun of Filipinos in the Philippines and the people. So Jake got him something to drink. I can't have nothing to drink because I'm on a damn, been fasting since midnight. But anyway, yeah, takes one shithead to screw it up for everybody. Because like I say, I don't know, no matter how you think about it, it's going to screw it up for everybody. And I know I make a lot of just talking head videos, but the reason I decided to move to the Philippines is because I seen a bunch of those vloggers. Or
let me get that out of your way.
What's that?
That trash.
Yeah. You're interrupting my video.
I'm probably making your video better.
But yeah, just like that, showing his face. In the new Philippines, you're going to have to ask permission or blur his face out. And I'm not going to do that. I'll just either make talking head videos or won't make any videos at all. But like I say, the reason I decided to go to the Philippines is because I seen the Philippines people, how friendly they was, and just the beauty of the Philippines. I like making videos of just showing the market, showing the people, showing just the everyday goings on in the Philippines. So I understand why they did it. But I watched Speaking of Asia's video on it, and he pretty much nailed it. I couldn't agree more with he pretty much covered all the talking points and the who it'll affect and who it won't, and yeah, I understand it too, but I think it's a mistake, but I could be wrong. And maybe the Philippines people are tired of vloggers, because that's who it's pointed at, and the vloggers that I used to watch about the Philippines was more of the travel vlogs and what there is to do, and of course the people, and I've tried doing that. I've tried, when I go on trips, I'd try to take y'all along with me, but I just kind of suck at it. Those videos didn't ever get any views for me, but I mean, a lot of them guys put a lot of time and effort into making those videos, and for the most part, they're usually good. There's a few shitheads out there that do, exploit young women and poor people and try to make money off poverty and just exploiting women. But there's not very many of them, and I don't know. That's one of the good things about being in the United States. The public is the public, and cameras are allowed in public, and if you don't want to be on camera, you don't stay out of public, I guess. I've never been one to stick a camera in somebody's face, especially if I felt that you can tell if somebody don't want to be on camera, you don't put them on camera. That's common sense, but a lot of people don't have common sense, so everybody's going to pay the price. Like I say, I mainly do just to sit down videos, but I do like to take a stroll through the market, or even to go driving down the streets. I've made several videos just driving down the streets of Dumaguete or wherever I'm at, showing what's going on or whatever. But according to I hadn't read up on the rules. I don't don't think anybody really knows what the rules actually are. You know, I've heard all of it. I've heard that they're from 13 years ago, blah, blah, blah. And it's just, you know, it's not going to affect. And I've heard, you know, the people panicking saying that it is going to affect. I don't know. I'm just giving you my 2 cents and telling you, like, the vlogging, just driving down the road. If what they're saying is true, well, they don't even want you having, you know, showing the license plate. And I'm not technology savvy, so I'm not going to sit there. It would take me forever to blur everybody out or license plate or whatever. And plus, you know, that's the reason that you make videos like that, is to show the public. And like I say, I think 70 or 80% of the people enjoy being on somebody's vlog, or they act like they do. But like I say, it takes one shithead to you know, paint a different light, or to make them look stupid or silly, or just cast them in a negative way that's screwed it up for everybody. But I think the Philippines will take a hit. I really do. I think the tourists will take a hit because there won't be as many people out there promoting it. And like it or not, some of these videos, even the ones that I don't like, you know, if I don't like them, I don't watch them. There's Jake screwing up my video again, trying to get me some copyright violations. But anyway, the ones that I don't like, I just don't watch. You know, I just. But like I say, I understand it. I understand the negative, the negativity though dipshit put on the whole country. But at the same time, there's lots of good vloggers out there that just do. They show the beauty of the Philippines, and the most beautiful part about the Philippines is the people. So I don't know if I'm sure they'll get it all ironed out. And I'm not going to worry about it, because like I say, I do this for me anyway. It just kind of really caught on, and for me it was a way to stay at home. Kind of like a little diary, a little daily diary of what was going on that day, or what I'm, you know, my thoughts of what's going on that day. So it just kind of turned into a profitable deal. Not much profit, just enough to, you know, it probably paid for a few trips, but it probably being in the Philippines caused more trouble than it was worth, you know, having to come back over here and file income taxes and all that. But it's definitely going to affect a bunch of people that do this for their main source of income, you know. So, but I don't know how it can be enforced, especially the ones that are in and out of the Philippines. You know, what are they going to do? Tell them they can't ever come back, especially if they put out awesome videos about, you know, awesome places to go and see in the Philippines. Like I say, I don't see many of the negative vlogs, because I'm not into that. I'm not into the negative crap, you know, and I can tell when somebody is trying to exploit somebody or whatever, and I immediately turn it off, because I'm not going to give them the viewing hours or whatever because of the algorithm in YouTube. It just promotes more people watching it. So if I see something like that, I turn it off. And like I say, for the most part, you don't see that. Some of the most successful vloggers over there are the ones that just sit there and talk to the camera and never show anybody. Just, you know, tell their stories and tell their experiences. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. But I can also see the ones that's all they do is go out and kind of exploit that kind of stuff. But like I say, a bunch of them do it not to be negative, but to show what the Philippines is really like. And I don't think you can show the Philippines without showing the people. So that's my 2 cents. We're going to head on over we're headed to Edmond. That's where my appointment is today. They're going to run that camera down me, hopefully give me some good news. I get this tube. This tube's supposed to come out of me on August 19th. And after that, I've spotted some of the cheapest tickets that I've ever seen to the Philippines, from Dallas all the way to Cebu, for $400 if I just wait till September. And I think that's probably the smartest thing because if I'm able to get this tube out of me and get the green light to go where I want to go and do what I want to do, that'll give me a couple of weeks to make sure that everything's still on the up and up, and no issues coming from this deal, because I don't want to be halfway around the world and something go wrong, because this was a lot more serious deal than I expected it to be. Shout out to the guy that sent me the message. He sent me a message yesterday showing me of another expat that had the same, nearly similar experience in the Dominican Republic, and that guy wound up having to pay $15,000 for his emergency surgery there in the Dominican Republic. Mine was more. We're right at $500,000 right now. Of course, you know, in the Dominican Republic they didn't take VA insurance or none of that. So, but that's a crying shame how in one country the total come out to $15,000, and then here in America that shows you how bad. I mean, what good is insurance if they're going to just 20 times the price here? So it's just it's America. Welcome to America. Of course, they don't turn you down here in America for health care, and I think he had to pay $1,500 before they'd even wheel him back. So I'm grateful that I was here, but at the same time, there's flaws in every system, but they're getting me back on track. So hopefully I'll be back in the game, and until I'm back in the Philippines, I guess I don't have to worry about these laws and blurring people out. Might have to blur this one out because he's hard on the camera. You know, he's not the prettiest thing in the world like I am. But thankful to him, he's taking me to my appointment. Took time off work to take old dad up to Oklahoma City. And how about them Thunder? Thunder did it. They scared the hell out of us, had us all worried. But I don't know, that deal may be rigged too. I think the cheapest seat in the house there the other night, if you want to go watch the Thunder on Game 7, was $1,500. So I'm sure it went to Game 7 for a reason. They probably are. It's probably another WWE, just called the NBA. But we all knew it was going to go Game 7 before the series even started. So I don't know. I enjoyed it, and proud Oklahoma City Thunder can now say that they are a championship team. Somebody said, yeah, they have won a championship too. They used to be the Supersonics, Seattle Super. Well, the Supersonics ain't the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I said the Oklahoma City Thunder. So that's where I was coming from. Yes, you are correct. I think the Sonics might have won one title before, back in the 70s probably, but Thunder, they disappointed us about 10 years ago, back when they had Durant and all of them, went to just give it away or whatever. But they can't say that no more. We are champions. They had a big deal up here yesterday, had a big parade and all that. People stood out in 100-degree heat and watched the bus go by and waved at them. But I seen it on TV. I think I had a whole lot better chair with the air conditioner on. Seen it on the news. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to get off here. I've been fasting since midnight last night. Jake, he went in the store there at the gas station, got him something cool to drink so he can rub it in my face that I can't have nothing. But hey, that's what you got to put up with. Anyway, folks, I'm going to get off here. That's all I got for now. This is Brent's Tripping, along with Jake Peeler, and that's all we got. Peace.